Hello, my name is Chesley Howell. This is my wife Jessica, and we are church planting missionaries here in Colombia, South America. Unlike many in the world, I had the privilege of hearing the gospel from a very young age. Growing up in a pastor's home, I realized at 8 years old that I needed Christ and accepted Him as my personal Savior. 5 years later, I witnessed this terrorist attack our nation and felt prompted to join the United States Navy when I turned 18. I spent 4 years in the Navy and then 8 years in the maritime business as a diver and underwater robotics operator. Both jobs afforded me the privilege to travel and work with nationals outside the United States. Very quickly, I observed and realized that most people in the world have never heard the gospel even once. Many would spend their entire life without a Bible-preaching church to go to. The Lord used these encounters and experiences to show me the need and to call me into missions. While praying about where the Lord would have me serve, He opened the door to take a trip to Colombia where I met Miguel. We traveled down the Amazon River, stopping in several villages, saw thousands of people on the Venezuelan border crossing into Colombia, stood above Medellin where millions of people lived. In the cathedrals I saw where hundreds would enter and pray, asking God for spiritual, physical needs, yet trusting in works rather than Jesus to take them to heaven. I remember looking over the lights that illuminated the city and wondering how many people had heard the gospel. I thought of the thousands that would die and they would wake up in hell. They had prayed, confessed their sins, lit incense, attended Mass, gave money, and tried to live holy lives, yet they will die and spend eternity in hell. How many had heard that it is by grace that we are saved, through faith, and that not of yourselves? It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast.
Hello, my name is Jessica Howell. I spent my childhood in Venezuela playing the violin in the Venezuelan National Orchestra. When I turned 18, I went to college and graduated with a law degree. Several years later, the economy collapsed in Venezuela under socialism. In 2017, I had to leave my house and family moving to Colombia. During this challenging time, I worked in 3 different jobs. One day, Miguel and Maria Angela Sanabria, missionaries, left an invitation for free English classes on one table in the restaurant where I work. I went to class and Miguel and Maria Angela shared the gospel with me. That day, I received Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. I began praying that God would use me to tell others about Him. It was not long after that I met Chesley and we got married. There is a great need here in Colombia to teach the gospel. I am thankful that God has given me the privilege to take the gospel to others here in Colombia like Miguel and Maria Angela brought it to me.
The Lord has given us a call and a burden for Colombia. He has challenged us to be the hands and the feet of churches all over the United States to tell Colombians what Jesus did for them on the cross, so that they too can put their faith in Him and have everlasting life. Please pray and consider partnering with us as we work here in Colombia, planting churches and telling Colombians about the wonderful gift of salvation.